Picture this. You're booked for a high-profile event, complete with stage and a top-notch sound system. You've prepared your best set with the biggest bangers of the century, and you can't wait to show the crowd the best night of their lives. Only, there is no crowd. So in this video, we're going to tackle how to handle an empty dance floor, especially during weddings and corporate events. First things first, you'll need to always prepare for gigs like this. Weddings and events don't adhere to the same set of rules as clubs and bars do. Here, your audience is a mixed bag of all ages, with varying degrees of extroversion. Not all of them are here to drink, dance, and go nuts with your music. For this reason, you've gotta be prepared and do the research. Figure out what your general audience is going to be and prepare the tracks that you know will resonate with them. For most weddings and corporate events, crowds won't usually appreciate deeper cuts or hard-hitting festival music. They'll be more familiar with top 40 songs, and especially in today's context, viral dance tracks. While these won't always resonate with club goers, these will always light a spark to casual listeners. Personally, I like to keep several folders with surefire dance hits just in case I need to default to one of them to keep the crowd chugging. Even if it's been done to death, dropping a known banger to liven up a crowd always gets the results I want. Now, even if you think you've got all bases covered, it's also a very good idea to get in touch with the couple for weddings or the organizers for events. You can simply ask them what music they expect you to play for the big day. Getting an age range from them as well will also help you curate which decades you should be playing around with. Finally, get to know your venue. Are you playing during the day? Will the venue have large windows that let in a lot of light? Will your set be way later at night? Is it going to be in an isolated venue or somewhere in the city? All of these will ultimately factor in how your dance floor is going to liven up. The more visible people are, the less likely they're going to let loose and go all out on the dance floor. So if you're doing a daytime gig, don't expect everyone to fill up the floor immediately. You'll need to ease them into party mode to get the best results from them. However, despite all this, temper your expectations. Even if you've prepared your entire life for this, nothing can change the fact that a crowd will always be unpredictable. The same set will have different impacts on different crowds. So don't be too hard on yourself if this time around, your music falls somewhat flat. So with that said, let's get to the actual gig. So here we go. You've done everything as planned, but the dance floor is empty. Absolutely no one is vibing to your music and they're all just sitting around. Game over, right? Well, not really. Not all crowds are going to come in guns blazing the moment you hit play on your first track. So before you start panicking, check for a few environmental factors. Is your music too loud? Maybe the crowd is getting overwhelmed. Are your EQs balanced? Maybe your output is too tinny or the bass is too heavy, so the music doesn't sound exactly inviting. Is it too bright? Like I mentioned, some crowds are a little more introverted, so being too visible will make them feel self-conscious. Has the crowd had time to hit the bar to get their fill of drinks? Some people need a little bit of liquid courage before hitting the dance floor. Is anything else happening that could have drawn the crowd away? Maybe there's a fireworks show or a brawl broke out. Again, it's best to understand what's happening before you completely throw in the towel, because there may be things that are simply out of your control. Once you've checked on all these factors, you can get down to adjusting the music. First, try playing some all-time favorites. So these would be cross-generational tracks that you know everyone will know and will dance to. This is where your research comes in. So use your intuition to utilize the perfect track you think will capture everyone's attention. If it gets at least a handful of people moving, even if they're just at their tables or seats, build on this vibe and keep mixing. So give the crowd what they want. If you get a few more people on the dance floor, then you're doing the right thing. Once more folks are there, throw in a couple of bangers to signal that the party is really getting started. For me, I would personally focus on the ladies to get them to dance first. Once I get them moving, the guys usually follow. One thing, don't rush this process in your head. Sometimes one song is all it takes, other times you'll need an hour to really sizzle up the dance floor. However, the end goal is the same. Get people dancing and show them a great time. On the flip side, what if nothing works? Let's say you've already brought out the usual party starters and nothing sticks. The dance floor remains as empty as your ex's promises. Well, here's where you have to suck it up and just keep mixing. Pretend you've got a full dance floor. After all, you've been booked to be there, to share your craft, and make sure the night is special. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, you were just dealt a bad hand. There are times when a good number of the crowd goers would rather sit and have a drink and just listen to the music. Other times, they're enjoying your set but just aren't the dancey type. So don't let it go to your head. Just keep mixing and trying different genres. For me, this is when I cycle through my folders with surefire dance hits. I'd play a dance hit to kick off a segment, play a couple of songs to follow that vibe, and switch it up with another dance hit If that doesn't work, just keep cycling through until something makes any sort of impact. Now, if the usual dance tracks still aren't doing their job, try pivoting to sing-along tracks. Like I said earlier, some audiences just aren't into dancing. Maybe they just want to sing along to the music and have that kind of fun with their friends. So if you've got one person singing to the music, then for me, you're on the right track. Focus on that one person, and that one person's energy will spread through the crowd. So keep rinsing and repeating this method and see what resonates with the crowd all the way till the end of your set. However, if nothing works till then, just accept that you tried your best. Not every gig is going to be a dancing success, but what matters is that you've never stopped trying. Tough crowds exist, but as long as you fulfill your role as a DJ, you did your job. So make it a point to still thank the couple or organizers for having you. Good rapport is still very important after all. I've even had some of them apologize to me in the past for having such a dead crowd. So even if you're ruminating in your thoughts this whole time, the truth is that people were still enjoying your set, just not in the way you expected them to. And that's it. Now you know the secrets to get people dancing, but if you want to level up your skills even further, check out this video next.